Hello, my name is Drew, and as a lifelong skater, I have mastered many tricks and enjoy teaching others proper form in order to land difficult tricks. Today I'm going to teach you how to successfully land a kickflip. A kickflip is one of the most common tricks a skateboarder will use, and its many variations is one of my favorite tricks to teach to new skaters. It is considered a basic trick, but one that is hard to learn and usually takes quite a long time. After learning how to ollie, many skateboarders will attempt a kickflip. Before I begin with the steps of performing a kickflip, I am going to briefly describe a history of the kickflip and the trick's origin. The modern form of the kickflip was invented in 1983 by Rodney Mullen, though in the 70s skateboarders created variations of the trick by flipping the board beneath them and lifting an edge of the board with the top of one toe. Rodney Mullen altered the movement of previous skateboarders by, instead of lifting an edge with the toe, he initiated the flip by sliding his front foot off the top of the board. This technique gave him more control, such as the height of clearance, the initiation time, the speed of the flip, and the board's direction during the flip. After successfully completing an ollie where you lean on your back foot and lift the board front side down first, you are ready to begin practicing your kickflip. In order to accomplish a kickflip, there are a few important things to remember, starting with the placement of your feet. Whether you ride goofy-footed or regular stance, you begin with the placement of your back foot. Place your back foot on the tail of the board. The ball of your foot should be placed in the center of the tail. And just a little note, most of your heel is going to be hanging off the back of the board. Your front foot should rest just below the bolts of the front truck. Your front foot should have a slight angle to it, with your toes pointing toward the nose of the board. Tony Hawk recommends placing your front foot about at a 45 degree angle. The placement of your foot should be comfortable to you, so just play around with it until you feel comfortable. Every skater has a preference of where they like their foot to be, and you cannot complete any kind of tricks unless your foot placement is comfortable. Once you know how you want your foot to be placed, you will get onto the board so that it is moving slightly with your feet in the position previously described or chosen. Now that you have your feet positioned the way you need them to be, you are going to snap your tail of the board into the ground with the back foot, similar to how you would perform an ollie, raising the front of the board. Quickly slide your front foot towards the nose of the board. Once you get your front foot near the beginning of the nose of your board, flick your foot away from the board either toward the right or the left depending on which way you stand. Goofy stance will be the right foot, regular stance would be your left foot. Now what you're going to do is pull your knees up pretty much to your chest and watch as the board flips in the air. This front motion is often referred to as the flick, and spins the board, flipping it completely over. When you see the grip tape repeating, bring your feet back toward the board, returning your feet to the board as it nears its original position. Then it will stop the spin. To do this, place your feet over the trucks of the board and hold them there until you hit the ground. Upon completing these steps, you have completed a kickflip while in the air. There are literally hundreds of variations of the kickflip. A heel flip is one of them. It's a trick similar to the kickflip, but it causes the board to flip the opposite direction by using your heel instead of your toe. As I said earlier, there are several different variations of the kickflip, like double kickflips, triple kickflips, a tray flip where the board spins like a kick flip and then you move your back foot slightly and it spins the board in another direction. Revolutions on the board on the z-axis in multiples of 180 degrees, such as during a pop shove it, backside rotation form a varial flip, 360 flip, 540 flip, etc., and frontside rotations form a hard flip, 180 and a 360 degree hard flip. One option is to practice in the grass so that you can get the feel of the trick and movement of the board without actually moving. Once you have successfully landed the trick in the grass, you can attempt a kickflip in motion on the street. Perfect your ollie. If you can't ollie, the kickflip is going to be difficult to perform successfully. As I stated, I am an avid skateboarder, and one of my favorite things to do is help other skaters learn new tricks. Once mastering the kickflip, you can learn to perform the variations such as the 360 kickflip. At this time, I'd like to thank everyone for watching my presentation on how to perform a kickflip. Thank you all, and happy skateboarding!